candidate is Rebecca Dow. Rebecca!
How many of you guys have gotten enough text messages today? As my granny would say, bless their hearts. This is not the time for empty promises and platitudes. Our state and our nation is at risk of losing its identity. And now is the time for this generation to step up and save New Mexico before it's lost forever. If you are looking for a proven conservative leader who wins in the battle fights of nasty political agendas time and again in a Democrat seat, and I win big, then I'm your candidate for governor. If you're looking for a contender who's been leading the fight against MLG and her radical agenda, then I'm your candidate for governor. Just last week, I joined my colleagues in the House. 28 hours straight of debate to kill a 164-page bill that was fraught with voter fraud. Even in the minority, when we're united, we're gonna win. We New Mexicans are smart and we're resilient. Our land is beautiful and it's bountiful with natural resources. There is no reason for us not to be at the top of our peers. My plan for New Mexico is simple. We must protect our divinely inspired Constitution. Our rights, including life, liberty, the Second Amendment. Small government is the best government. I will lead in job creation and energy production, open Escalante, save San Juan, celebrate oil and gas, and correct the flawed methane rules. I will foster a pro-jobs environment. And we're going to do that by cutting the regulatory code, kicking out the trial lawyers, and making a tax code that's fair for everyone. As for critical race theory, it's racism. I oppose it, and we're going to ban it. The woke culture has no place in our schools. Our students are getting abortions and changing their gender without parental consent. That's sick and it's going to stop. It's time to let parents parent, teachers teach. It's time for local decision-making authority and for real school choice. Now, CYFD has to be reformed, if not abolished. It's time to protect our vulnerable children. My solution for lowering crime and for securing the border is simple. Do we defund the police? Heck no. Do we secure the border? Absolutely yes. And I was the first candidate to pledge to redeploy the National Guard. We're going to back up our law enforcement officers. Listen, I know many people are taking the easy way out. They're leaving the state, headed for places like Texas. But I absolutely refuse to abandon the state that I love, the state that I call home. I see our potential and I'm not going to give up. I refuse to stop beating back on the baseless attacks from my opponents. I refuse to give up into the radical left agenda. And I'm not going to allow an out-of-control tyrant like MLG stop our children from pursuing the American dream. On day one, I'm ready to lead this state. Does that mean stop? Oh. I would ask you to join the hundreds of delegates who committed their vote, and I ask for your vote today. God bless you.